All right, we are joined now by UFC heavyweight Harry the Hurricane Hunsucker. Mr. Hunsucker, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. Okay, you had your fight, your UFC debut on 4 days' notice. You fought Bam Bam Tuivasa. Was there ever a moment when they had that phone call, told you what they wanted you to do, that you thought, you know what, that could be painful? I'm not sure I want to do that.
No, I mean, obviously, the risk involved when you've been fighting as long as I have. I've been fighting for like 15 years now, so the risks involved. And I mean, obviously, the stakes are a lot higher and the risks are a lot higher at that level. But it is what it is, man. And I'm glad we took the short notice fight because it got us the deal. You know what I mean? It got us in.
Definitely. We'll get to the pre-fight stuff in a second. In the fight, you took the second leg kick that you took looked really painful.
Yeah,
Was that so different?
I mean, the big thing is I just fought 2 weeks before that, and like I actually landed a kick on the guy I was fighting and messed my leg up. So it was already hurt, but I mean, Bam Bam's got serious leg kicks, man. So, I mean, obviously it hurt and it sucked, but I could have made it. I could have made it through a couple more of those until and when that happens, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is, man. You're in the heavyweight class, dude. You leave your chin hanging out there and it gets caught, you might go to sleep. So, it's just part
Yeah.
of the game.
You got a couple clean shots in too. Did he
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
any kudos for the shots you landed on him?
Dude, he was super respectful. He was an awesome guy. He was very thankful for me taking the fight on short notice. And we didn't really talk about, hey, this is how the fight went, just because afterwards I was a little out of it, you know what I mean? So he just came back and we loved on each other for a minute. We talked, we exchanged, just talk of respect, and then he brought me a beer back, and I had a quick drink, and then that was pretty much it.
So tell us, 4 days notice. We talked about your Dana White Contender Series fight against Vandera on 2 days notice. This is a much bigger stakes, I feel like.
It was actually on 4 days notice as well. It was on the same notice. Okay. Yeah.
But how did that lead up go to this fight?
So the Contender Series fight, obviously it was high stakes as well. But it's like the audition for the UFC, and this one is like, no, you're in. So I mean, obviously the nerves are a lot higher. I went straight in on the main card too. We went main card, and so I mean the nerves were high. You're fighting the number 16 heavyweight in the world on 4 days notice with no camp. Essentially no camp to train for him. I had 2 training sessions to train for him, and that was it, man. You know what I mean? So it's it was a tough thing, but it is what it is. So,
you have the injury now that you got surgery that's coming up to take care of. What, broken thumb and a UCL ligament?
Yeah. So I actually have in this thumb right here. This thumb, I've got like a piece of the bone broken off right here, and then the ligament right there is completely torn. So they're gonna take a ligament out of like this part of my hand and put in my thumb, and I'll get that done Monday. And it sounds like it's like a 3 to 4 month recovery period from what they said to me.
So, did you have a date planned on your next fight?
No, not right now. I mean, I was already under suspension for 45 days. So, I got the 45. I had the 45 days already, and then they sent me in to get an MRI on the thumb, and ended up being pretty bad. They offered me 2 options to repair it. I chose the one that I thought was better for me.
Now, explain for the casual fan that's listening your suspension, because they usually hear suspension, you go, "Oh my goodness, what did he do?"
Yeah, well, it's a standard medical suspension. Anytime that you lose, especially when you get like when you get hit like I did, and you have a little bit of brain trauma, you get an automatic suspension just so this can recover.
Yeah. Do you have a guy that you want to fight when you get the opportunity?
I'm open to fighting pretty much anybody. I would like to work my way up to the top 16 now instead of just jumping right in at number 16. So I'm open to fighting anybody. I mean, I think that I've proved over my past few fights, I'll fight anybody. I mean, I fought a guy that was 50 pounds overweight. I fought two very high level guys on very short notice. I mean, I think I've proved that I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. But now I think that I've earned the opportunity to have a training camp and to do it the right way. So this next move will be, I've took a lot of risks over the past 6 months. I mean, I've fought 4 times in 6 months. That's more than most people fight in a year. You know what I mean? And I fought that, and it's actually less than 6 months. It's like 5.5 months. So, I mean, I've fought 4 times in 6 months, man. Again, like I said, it's more than most people fight in a year. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to recover, and then we're going to come at this the right way because we got the contract and we're in now, and I'm going to do it the right way.
Do you have any interest in a rematch with Jared Vanderaa?
I definitely think that that's a great match for us. He's got a fight coming up, I think maybe this weekend or I think it's UFC 256, maybe. I'm not. He's got a fight coming up, is all I know. So, I mean, he beat me. But do I think that I would like to have that fight back? Yeah, absolutely. But I'm open to fighting anybody, man. I got no grudges against nobody who's beat me. I'm just trying to climb. Yeah. So whoever they offer me is good for me.
Well, on selfish reasons, I want to see you fight Vanderaa again on a full camp. I love that fight on Dana White Contender Series. Man, you almost had him knocked out in the first 2 minutes of that fight. Yeah. And, I think if you had a full camp, you would have had the cardio to stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to have that fight back. But like I said, I'm not focusing on anything in the past right now. I just want to get ready for whatever is next for me. And if it was him, I'd be fine with that. I'll fight anybody. I don't care.
We're with UFC heavyweight Harry Hunsucker. I want to shift gears just for a second here. You're very active in your community. Obviously, you work locally and teaching kids and others as well. I saw on social media this past weekend you were taking some houses.
Yeah. So, we know that, some people are still not wanting to get out and do like the community egg hunts that are going on. So me, and our team here at Elite, our owner, and I'm not actually the owner of Elite, by the way. I'm the general manager. I manage all 4 of our locations. So we got like 1,300 eggs, and we showed up to 25 people's houses and hid eggs in their front yard for them to find.
That's awesome.
Cool.
It's great. It's great to see people giving back to the community, thinking of others as well. Harry, we are big fans of yours. We're excited about what's ahead for you. So excited that you're going to get a full camp and an opportunity to show your talents, your full talents on the UFC level. Any thoughts on the new Venom gear that's coming in?
I saw the first look at it today, and I actually like it, man. I think it looks cool. I know a lot of people had negative things to say about it, but like anytime, it's not a political thing at all, but anytime that there's a transfer of power, there's going to be people that like it and people that don't. I actually like it. I thought it was clean. I thought it was refreshing. We've been looking at the Reebok kits for a long time, and the Reebok kits are great. You know what I mean? But, the Venom ones will be fine too. The UFC is up here, you know what I mean? So they're going to make sure that their gear matches that. They're not just going to let people go out in anything, Yeah.
All right. Well, Harry, we're going to keep our eyes on you and keep up with your recovery and with your next fight whenever that time comes. Hopefully we'll talk to you again closer to that fight. But hey, thank you for taking the time for us tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No problem.